Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, The Italian Makes It. I'm Connie and today I'm gonna make pumpkins using air drying clay. Halloween is just around the corner and autumn has officially started, so why not use the pumpkins to create a little Halloween scene or even just to decorate your table? Why not? I'm gonna show you how I make them. So if you like what you see or you enjoy this video, just subscribe and hit the bell so then you can receive notifications on when the new videos are up and running. Right, let's start. Let me show you what I will be using. Air drying clay, that's important. And I've chosen the white one because I'm planning to paint the pumpkins and I think that will make it easier for me to just do any colors. So that's that. And then we will need some water to smooth the clay and just give it that really nice, lovely shape. Just to warn you, it's gonna be messy. And then obviously like a little towel that obviously mine is a little bit worse for wear. Has been used quite a lot for my painting projects. So, but yeah, as long as you've got something to dry your hands when it's needed, so that's handy. And you don't want to ruin your bests anyway. A set of knives, but it doesn't really matter as long as you've got something to cut, scissors, whatever, that will do. It's not a problem, whatever you've got. A rolling pin, some foil. This will come in handy to just keep your keep the clay nice and sturdy, and then we can either make a hole at the bottom and get it out or just leave it in there and let it dry with the foil inside. Couple of wooden sticks. I don't know you, but I'm not very good at rolling clay, so I will need these as a guide for the thickness. These are actually 6 millimeters, so it should be a nice thickness to just give the pumpkin a nice sturdiness and keep it hopefully intact. And then the shaping tools and scissors. Right, let's get on with it. Okay, let's start with making the pumpkin shape with the foil, and then we're gonna wrap the foil around with the clay and shape it into a pumpkin. At least that's the idea. I'm not super confident with clay, but I like to challenge myself and push my boundaries, so I always trying to give things a go and see how they go. Hopefully turns out for the best. So let's give this pumpkin a nice shape. I want to do different sizes, so there's going to be like different heights, different shapes, different sizes. And so I'm going to keep wrapping the foil up until I'm happy with the shape. And then what I will be doing, I will be rolling the dough with the dough. It's not dough, it's clay. I'm going to be rolling the clay and just wrap the shape around with the clay. As I said, this is just, I'm making it up as I go along because as I said, I'm more confident with painting, not with clay. I haven't done it many times, so it's all a trial and error. See how I get on. Okay, I think I'm getting there with the shape. This pumpkin, I want to do a tall one, like a bit taller. And then I will be shaping it. So I think it's wider at the bottom. It's got a little bit fatter at the bottom and a bit thinner at the top. So let's see by shaping this. The reason why I want to use the foil and then wrap it with the clay. One is because of the weight. It's going to be lighter to handle if it's got foil inside instead of like pure solid clay. Then there is a reason also the clay goes further, so I can make more with the same amount of clay. So maybe I'll just put a little bit more around the bottom. I'll wrap it like that. And then let's cover it with the clay. Does it look like a pumpkin to you? Not yet. Let's see. Oh. Whew. There we go. But before I roll it, I'm going to sprinkle the board with a little bit of cornstarch. The reason why I'm using cornstarch is because it's really thin and it doesn't affect the clay, but it stops it from sticking to the board. Might be right, might not be right, but it works for me. It's worked for previous projects that I've done, so I'll keep using it. Right, let's work the clay a little bit and then use my guide to roll it. I told you it was going to be messy, so they're bending. Let's roll this dough. It's a messy job, so I'm going to cover this. As I said, I'll make it up as I go along because I've not really done this kind of things before. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to wrap it around as much as possible, cutting the excess clay, just cutting big chunks off. Don't really need a knife because the clay, you can tear it. If you tear it, it's probably going to be better because it's going to blend in a little bit better. So let's get a big chunk off the top. Right, now let's shape it. A little bit of water to trying to blend in all of the little bits. So just trying to keep it as close to the foil as possible. Blend in all of the bits where the clay meets. Let's blend it in. Smooth it all. I'm trying to give it a nice pumpkin shape. I got to be careful with the water because I know I get carried away. I made a pumpkin and my other half, he was like, oh, it's still wet. I said, yeah, no, it's going to dry. But he has got a point, really. There was too much water. So let's try to keep it. Just need enough to make sure that all the joints are gone. Bit by bit. So these videos are more like so we can learn together. Try it out, see if it works, and if you like it, subscribe and just hit the bell so you get notifications on when a new video, a new project is coming out. And also just let me know what your experience with the clay is, if you're ever trying to do anything, what stage you're at, what level you're at, what you can do and what cannot do, what you've achieved, what you're proud of. Just let me know. Just comment below and just let me know what you've done. And if you want to show me your projects and what you've achieved, that'd be great. I love seeing people create. Well, I think the shape is pretty much there. Let's see if doing all the usual, what they're called, like the indents and of the pumpkins, and then see if we can shape it again. So let's use this tool. Gonna start from the top, going down using a bit of a going round and then back in. Round and in. Round and in. Nature is not perfect, so why should we create art or trying to recreate nature with being perfect? Doesn't work, it's not perfect. Right, now let's shape it. Took a few days, but the pumpkins are now dry. And this is the pumpkin that I've made on the video. So I made this, which was the little bit of a taller one. And then I made this one with a slightly different technique. The principle is still the same. I put the foil inside and then wrapped it. But then what I did when I started doing the indentations, I just added more clay to get a little bit plumper and a little bit wider. And then I made a smaller one. And then I made these cute little ones. And we're going to paint them now. They're just adorable. I don't know you, but I love them. They're so cute. As I'm planning to do a table decoration, and on the table decoration, I'm going to add the autumn leaves, which have got oranges and these lovely reds. I thought I'm going to leave the pumpkins white, but I'm just going to give them a bit of a rustic look. I've also made some pumpkins using old tights. Principle pretty much the same. Foil inside, then put some toy stuff in and just wrap them with the with wool just to make it look like a pumpkin. Use some recycled, like some leaves from the garland and a little wooden stick in the middle. So because there's a lot of dark colors going on, I've decided to leave these a lighter color. So let's start. How I'm going to paint them, I'm not going to use brushes, but I'm going to use natural sponges. I love using them. They're so cool. And we're going to be using burnt sienna, burnt amber, and white. So the burnt sienna and burnt amber is going to give the white the natural look that we're looking for, and more of a rustic look. So let's move these out of the way. Got my palette. Let's put some colours on. Might be too much, but you never know. That's the beauty. Oh, nice sound effects. And now let's start with the pink big pumpkin. So what we're going to do, I'm going to wet the sponge a little bit so then it gets soft. Oh, and I've got my towel as well, so I can dry the sponge and do a little bit of mixing the colours. Okay. Well done in reaching this point. Thank you very much for watching. That's brilliant. The pumpkins have all been painted now. But as I said, there's still another stage to do, and this is satisfying. I love doing this. And so these are all the pumpkins and how they've been painted. And these are all the little ones. I'm going to show you what else is there to do. Need a big brush. What I'm going to do, don't need a sponge anymore. This is going to be very messy. So we need loads of water, and we need to dilute the burnt amber. Like really needs to be really liquid. And that's our first pumpkin. And there we go. Just need to wait for them to dry completely, and then I'll show you what I created. As I said, I'm going to do like a table decoration. So I hope you like it, using some lights, the autumn garland, and my tights pumpkin as well, together with my clay pumpkins. So I hope you enjoy it. And if you do like this video, please subscribe and hit the bell so you can get the notifications on the next videos. Thank you for now. See you later. Bye bye.